Just want to remind the listeners at the bottom of the hour you're listening to 88.5 FM, WRKC, Radio Kings College in Wilkes-Barre. Continuing my questions now with Millie, the lead singer of the band Steelheart. Now, Millie, you have a couple things in works as far as TV goes. Now, tell me about the Lip 'em and Rip 'em show for the Altitude Network and also your forthcoming Good to Be Alive documentary.
Yeah, I just in Florida, I did Music Mix USA. I hosted that TV show as well. I think that'll be airing again in August. Yeah, Lip 'em Rip 'em. I mean, this one's kind of crazy. It came out of nowhere, but it's a sports channel, sports outdoors, fishing vibe. I mean, it was kind of weird, and I was like, you know what the hell am I doing here? But it kind of made sense. I always used, when I was a kid, I always enjoyed fishing, you know? And, you know, it all just came together, and it was just a lot of fun of just being outdoors in Colorado, chilling out, doing a TV show. And we also had a chance to film some of the documentary as well. Came together way too easy not to do, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So, and as far as the documentary, that is, I mean, I'm just, how would I say, honored, you know, that Dana Altman, director Dana Altman of North Sea Films, are making this movie about me, because it's, you know, the whole journey of what it's taken to get back on stage. So that's definitely in the works. I also, when I was in Colorado, I sang Good to Be Alive on top of this mountain, 11,000 feet
Wow.
elevation, and around me is just incredible scenery, and it's just one camera, one microphone, and I'm singing the song Good to Be Alive acoustically. And it's, so probably we'll put it up next week sometime on the websites and the, you know, YouTube and all that stuff.
Very good. Now, Millie, is this going to be a documentary that hits theaters kind of like how it was with that Canadian band Anvil, how VH1 got behind them and it got a decent amount of exposure?
Well, we are, but we're gonna try to take it a step further than that. You know, this is a much deeper documentary, because the whole vision of this, Bob, is the Good to Be Alive festivals. You know, we're working on that really. I may be doing a little show right here in Charlottesville just to kick it off, like a little festival. And then we're going to Croatia, my country, where I was born, in Zagreb, and having meetings with the mayor and people in charge to put a Good to Be Alive festival on.
Wow.
Where we finished, the documentary will be finished with me, you know, performing on stage and where I was born. I mean, how awesome would that be, right?
Oh, yeah. Like a full circle kind of thing.
Right. But, you know, but we are on it, but you know how it works. You know, we still got some red tape to go through. But we will do, without a doubt, we will do a festival, and the idea is to build this movement at festivals throughout the whole world.
Wow.
So with that, yeah, we're touching on much different areas than just, you know, just to do like a little documentary and then be over with it. You know, we want to create a whole movement, the gift to be alive.
Now, Millie, do you like producing yourself, or do you find it to be too much work sometimes?
It is so much work, Bob. I want to throw it. Sometimes it's just to keep the patience and the focus and the persistence. It is an enormous job. It really is. I mean, this last record, making this record, producing it, writing it, singing it, you know, playing most of the guitars on it, getting the other players to come in on it, directing them. It is and was a huge job. I do like working with other people who are really good. So stuff that you know, when I can go in and I can just like do my thing and leave, awesome, love it. But it doesn't always come. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always come, because I can hear sometimes I work with people and it's like, you know, I don't feel I think it could be much better. So, but would I like to, and do I like to? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I know what you mean about it being a lot of work. I was on producer Max Norman's webpage a year or two ago, and he produced Ozzy, Fates Warning, Loudness, and a ton of bands. And I remembered him saying that when he wanted to start a family, that he had to stop producing, because typically producing a band and an album was something to the like equivalent of a 16 or 17-hour workday.
Oh, easy. Oh, no. You know, Bob, when I was when I started this, really rebuilding this whole thing, when I had a chance, I tell you, I would work, when I was doing the demos, I would work from 10:30 in the morning, and there's no exaggeration. I'd work till 6. I'd be on the phones, getting people together, getting the business side, rebuilding, talking to people. All right, here, I'm getting this, I'm making this record, we're doing this, And then from 6:30, 7 o'clock till about 3 in the morning, I would work on the music.
Wow.
Every day. I mean, God strike me dead right here. All right, and then when I started writing the record, really recording the record, it would be 10:30 till about 2, 3 in the morning every day. I'll take Sundays off. It was intense. And right now, I literally am set up right now. I'm going in to record a couple of songs right now. I'm going back in, and one of the songs is, I don't even know if I should mention it, jinx it, but why not? I'm going to redo Angel Eyes.
Oh, very good. You're one of your bigger hit singles.
Yeah, I've had so many requests for it, but I can't, I'm not going to do it like I used to do it. I mean, that's just wrong. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That magic and that energy was there. So we'll see how it comes out. It needs to be, it's more up to date, today sound kind of thing. So I'm excited to see what transpires from it.
Now, in terms of the label search, Millie, were you shopping for a lot of USA labels before deciding to release it yourself?
I did. I did the traditional thing, put my heart out there. I came to a lot of labels. I said, hey, here's the deal. The record's complete. Here it is, packaged, finished, and artwork paid for, all the above. I paid for it, and it was just really odd. I mean, I really didn't get the response that I felt that it should be given, or I should have been given. It was more of they still kind of treated it the traditional way, as if they paid for it and they recorded it.
Wow.
It's like, okay, you guys are freaking me out now. So now I did all the work and paid for it, and you're going to give me 30%. Okay. So
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm not opposed to labels because it's awesome, because they have all the, people there, they have the marketing, yeah, great, of course. But I was like, that's a little too unfair. I just felt I felt like, okay, this is, too much. 50-50, I'm in. 60-40, I'm in. Mm. But it just didn't work out that way. Somehow it didn't feel right. So I always wanted to start my own label. So I said, you know what? Maybe I should change the channel and look different ways. And so I started making some calls to different distributors, and then I met up with Red Eye, and that's the way it started. So now we're just building brick by brick, just moving forward and learning, making mistakes, and at the same time growing rapidly.
Now, Millie, how about other markets like Europe or Japan or South America? Have they been a little bit more lucrative as far as the record deal goes?
No, it was the same thing. I had to do the same thing. So I just basically did all those markets the same way. So in Asia, we're contracted to perform in Korea in September. So yeah, I mean, it's bizarre, Bob. It's bizarre. This business is absolutely crazy, and the internet has made it a little more crazy, I think.
As far as downloading of music and all that stuff?
Well, yeah, I mean, as far as, you make a record, not many people really buy records anymore. They all go through iTunes. And the other thing is that now that you have so much power in the computer and the internet, that it's just a lot of people are in the way. Mm-hmm. It's like, you should not be playing music. Great, have fun, but get out of the way with the guys who really do it, you know? And it just becomes this mess. It's like a mess right now. So how do we, clean it up? Everybody's got a website, everyone's got a MySpace page, everyone's got a Reverb Nation, everyone's got all this stuff. And so it's like, the better you know how to promote yourself, further you go. But is the music any good? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess there's more of it out there, but you just got to sift and choose between what's good and what's average.
Yeah, but it's a lot of work.
Mhm.
And